Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton, here with Brandon. 5 cards, 5 minutes. We're talking about the new Overlord set, rares and double rares. Brandon, what's our first card?
First up, we have Sorcerer King Ainz. This is our level 3 combo for Bar. If you have the Bar in play and you have another character, you may heal one, and then you get to choose one of 3 effects. You can either choose 5 of the 1/1 events in Waiting Room and put them up underneath as markers, or if you have the markers already in place, you put the markers into memory, and then you can bounce characters on your opponent's field equal to the number of markers that you put into memory. Or you can burn 1 and then get 2k power.
And I think that in order to really understand this card, we need to look at the next one, which is Return Gift Ainz. It's a 1/1. Those events that work with the level 3 combo now have 1 less cost, so instead of being 1/1s, they're now 1/0 events. It is a 500 level X to everything in front, and when you play the same bar, choose one of your Ainzes, the level 3 Ainz, it gets a bunch of power, can't be reversed on your opponent's turn, and it cannot reverse an opponent. Makes it impossible to remove unless your opponent is playing an anti-change counter, and you get this down at level 2. At level 2, you're getting down your Ainz combo because of a level 0 that allows you to do that. You then get all those markers and stuff them underneath the level 3 Ainz. They then go to memory, and then at your encore step on that event card, that 1/1, you can pay 1, pitch 1 to burn 1. Basically, no way to stop those burn ones, so nothing you can do to get it off the board. And because it has that staying power, by just looping the bar and slamming it over and over and over again, you can not only get the 2 parts of the combo together, you also get to heal for each one that you have on the board, each 3/2 Ainz that you have on board, every time you slam the bar. But yeah, this package is, when it all comes together, quite powerful.
Next up, we have the Shaltir level 1. This combo is usually paired with the level 3 that we just looked at. This card becomes 6 with climax 7k power. At the end of the card's attack, if it gets a reverse or there's no character facing it, you can salvage a character and then put this card into memory. So being able to do the Time Machine effect.
Yeah, Time Machine's still Time Machine. It's fine. You also don't mind, as the Overlord player, taking the damage because you want to get to 2 quickly, even in your first deck, because you want to get those events into grave so that you can then get them under your Ainz. So this is just a plussing engine and a salvage trigger for them. It also does fix because you salvage ditch in addition to getting the plus. It also doesn't need a reverse if the board is empty, so you can't deny this, but it's just an advantage engine that you can just throw into the Ainz deck and it works just fine. Next, the 3/2 Albedo. When this card enters the battlefield by a change effect or from hand, heal 1. On attack, if you have 2 or more other characters, burn 1. During your opponent's climax phase or this card's battle, you can't receive damage by the auto effects of your opponent's characters. Ironically, this does not stop the Ainz, because the Ainz burns proc from memory, not from an opponent's character. They proc from a card that goes from memory to Waiting Room. That combo gets around anti-auto effects. It forces your opponent to play Blink and Removal, which not every deck is playing right now.
Yeah, with Ainz being able to clear board, that makes this combo a lot harder to work with. But being able to bring this in at 2 with the small burn, but the anti burn on the backswing is actually pretty huge, especially because this card pairs with an event that allows you to attach Negsoul, similar to the idea of the Cosme builds that we've seen. Last up, we have the 2/1 Renner. This is a level 3 assist. It also has the ability of, if you're running just 1 copy of the Renner on stage and you're playing with the Evil Eye top end of set 1, you can pay 1, pitch 1 at the beginning of climax phase to effectively do another part of the combo on one of the Evil Eyes. You are either shuffling back 3 cards or ditching 2 cards to burn based off of the number of climaxes in your opponent's Waiting Room. With that in mind, the last effect of this card is an ability to rest it, and if your opponent has 5 or less cards in Waiting Room, to force your opponent to mill 5, setting up a Waiting Room for the Evil Eye to be able to take advantage of.
There's so much text on this card. It's a 2k assist that also lets you not only use the full effect of a single Evil Eye on your board, but also for free gives your Evil Eye targets for shuffleback. There's nothing your opponent can do about it. They can't play around this. They can't really stop it. Gonna be honest, I don't like these effects that just do things and your opponent has absolutely no way to interact with them. I think that's not very good for the game. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back on Tuesday with the Overlord standby deck. We'll have gameplay for that the following Thursday, another Clock Talk on the following Tuesday, and then in 2 weeks, more 5 cards, 5 minutes. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.
We'll see you then.